choir ringing around his bed. Maybe angels, maybe the meds.
I'm Martin Anderson down in Studio B, where our live sessions are brought to you by Sierra Nevada Brewing Company and our engineer, Sean Rubin, and the musicians that grace us with their presence, like this fine trio here, Chris Rosser and company. Welcome back.
Oh, thanks.
Great to have you back. Congrats on this new album you've got, Worrying Boy.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
And you've got some folks here. Why don't you introduce
Yes,
these?
well, on drums and percussion, we have the amazing River Gagarian.
Good morning.
It's my Free Planet Radio compadre.
Yes.
Hello, hello.
And on bass, we have Jake Wolf, who plays with us and plays with seemingly everybody in the area.
Yeah.
Good morning. Hi.
It's great to have you all here. We were discussing the many times you've been here, but actually Jake maybe hasn't been here in a while, but if you've seen music in Asheville, you've seen Jake around, I'm sure. You play with all sorts of folks. River, Chris, you all just play with so many different folks, and I'm excited to hear you three playing together right now. What are you going to start with?
We're going to start with a song off the new album called Broken, 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 which is as happy as it sounds. Broken, 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 broken all around. Angels in the ashes, wings on the ground, lost among the wreckage, scattered in the dust, broken, 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 all of us, broken, 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 underneath it all, cracks below the surface, wounds big and small, fragile bones and bruises, scars that hurt to touch, broken, 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 all of us. We may walk through life carefully, so carefully. We may fear every step that we take, afraid to fall and break. Broken, 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 perfectly in tune, flawed from every angle, held with tape and glue, beautifully shattered, chipped and worn and rough, broken, 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 all of us, broken, broken, broken.
Broken, broken, broken. Chris Rosser here on WNCW with a song from his new album, Worrying Boy. A fine trio here in Studio B. And you've got an album release show coming this Saturday for that and the other songs on the album. In West Asheville, Ayur Prana Listening Room this Saturday, 7:30 p.m. And it's a makeup date, right? So
Yes, it was supposed to be back in October, and there was a lot of stuff going on in Asheville and
Oh yeah,
earlier in the month.
Really?
Yeah,
Is that how it is?
I don't know if
Is
you
it
guys heard about it down
too
here,
busy,
but yeah,
too busy of a night of music, and you thought, let's
Yeah,
just do
yeah.
it later.
Yeah.
I want to go see so and so playing.
yeah. Well,
No.
that and there was no power, and water, and
Right, internet and all of it.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I'm really glad you're able to reschedule it. That
Oh.
that happens a lot with folks that have shows, and then it gets canceled. Well, that's a bummer, and also like total loss of income and this and that and everything. But I'm glad to see when they can be rescheduled.
yeah.
So all right, this Saturday then.
Yes, and these guys will be with me, and a great cellist named Franklin Keel will be playing on some tunes, and he's in the Opal String Quartet that Free Planet Radio did a album with back in the day, and also Jahidi, a great tabla player, will be there with us. He plays on the album also, and my wife Lynn will be there singing some harmony.
Great. Doing songs like that one. Wonderful new songs. Love it. Love the production, the arrangement. And I don't know, maybe I read that it maybe didn't start off as a concept album, but maybe is kind of about working through a whole bunch of struggles, as that song you just played might indicate.
Yeah. I mean, I wrote that during the COVID times, and it kind of applies now too, I guess. But it's a little hopeful. It's not all. Everything's not broken. Yeah.
Well, there are songs that deal with struggle and us being broken that are kind of like, they're all in minor keys and
Right.
they're really depressing and sad, and that is like healing in and of itself. But then there are the ones that are like, we're broken, but actually we have much to be grateful for, or we're on the mend.
Exactly. Yeah.
That seems to be more the Chris Rosser.
Yes.
I don't know, soul, I
That's
guess.
right. A little glimmer of hope.
And positivity and that. Yes. So did these songs help you with all that?
I think so. Yeah. My son had a pretty serious medical situation in 2020. Had a heart transplant.
Oh,
so
that's pretty serious.
That's pretty
indeed.
serious. Yeah.
Wow.
A lot of people made big changes during COVID, but he might have made the biggest.
Wow. Yes. A new heart.
I grew a beard, but
I noticed.
not that impressive now. Yeah.
That's not as significant. I'm glad you can laugh at such big things.
Yeah, but he's doing great.
Okay.
Yeah. But it was kind of right in the worst times of COVID, when Charlotte was a red zone, and he was in the children's hospital down there, but he's doing great now.
Good. Well, and so that's the songs that you wrote kind of about that. I mean, did your songwriting like just totally take a hiatus during the red alert period of that for him?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. I wonder if, sometimes it's like that's when some of the material came at you at 4 a.m. or whatever.
I mean, I did some of these. I did get the ideas for them, in the hospital or wherever, but just kind of finished them later. I was a little busy. Felt like I needed to be more present.
Oh, exactly. Yes, and I'm sure you and your wife Lynn were juggling all that.
Yes.
But I don't know. Was there a time, a moment when it was kind of like the song started coming back, or looking back on it now, you're just like, I don't know when.
Yeah, I mean, sort of all throughout that period, but there are some non-tragic songs on
Yes.
here also, just I should say.
Indeed. Yes, it covers a lot of ground.
Yes.
And plus an interesting cover, the Hop High My Lulu Girl. That was great.
Oh,
we love that
thank you.
new version.
Oh, thank you.
With all these different instruments there in your studio, Hollow
Yes.
Reed Studios. I wonder, I'd like to visit it sometime just to see how big it is, because you guys have been there. It must be big to fit just all of his instruments, right?
Yeah, it's not so big. You could probably fit 4 of them in here,
Okay.
in this room, right?
Yeah.
Or
All
2 of them, maybe. Yeah.
And you just played a whole lot of instruments on it. But like at this Saturday show, will it be kind of like what you've got going on here? Couple 3 instruments?
Plus the tabla players can play on
Yes.
some. He played on that Hop High song, Jahidi, along with River and the cellist, and maybe some other guests. We'll see who shows up.
All right, yeah.
But it should be fun. You're all invited.
Yay, we're all invited. You hear that, folks out there? Saturday, 7:30.